Idea of the atmosphere there in Miami at Trump headquarters. Caitlin?
Well, it's definitely a wild atmosphere, Brenda. A lot of people reacting to this speech because it's really different from a lot of things that we've seen from Donald Trump. He came out talking about how he was a unifier, how it was important for him to really bring the party together, that he wanted people to all like him. He said at one point, I could get anybody to agree if I got them all in a room together for 30 minutes. So it was definitely a very different tone than we've seen recently from Donald Trump. You can see this room is absolutely packed with journalists, but he only had about 24 supporters here. So that was different as well. We didn't see that big sold-out arena style support. We really just saw friends and family, some of his closest friends here. One man telling me, I've been friends with Donald Trump for 30 years. People don't know the real Donald Trump. So it was a really different type of crowd, and you saw that in the type of speech as well. It was definitely toned down, but when it came time for the Q&A, he stuck to those talking points. He really hammered Hillary Clinton. He hammered Marco Rubio. But interestingly enough, he was really complimentary of Ted Cruz, saying that he felt like Ted Cruz ran a good race. He was proud of him for winning Texas. He says, look, I know how hard he tried to win Texas, and that was a really big deal for him. So we did see him complimenting Cruz. We saw him slamming Rubio, again calling him a lightweight. All in all, a very passionate speech from Donald Trump.
Believe me, I am a unifier. Once we get all of this finished, I'm going to go after one person. That's Hillary Clinton, on the assumption she's allowed to run, which is a big assumption.
And so we definitely heard him hit Hillary Clinton a number of times there. He said that he wasn't sure she was actually eligible to run as president. He said if she was able to run, it was going to be, quote, a very sad day for the United States. So it kind of was that pivot to the general election. He also really tamped down his rhetoric when he was talking about the RNC, the Republican Party. He said, look, I'm not sure if I've been treated fairly by the RNC, but I want to unify them. I want to bring them together. So it really was just this interesting and different tone that we've seen from him. A lot of analysts here on the ground say, look, this was the speech. This was the pivot to the general election. That's why we're hearing that tone of I'm a unifier. It was the last thing he said before he walked out of the room. Jeff, Brenda, and Melissa.
Caitlin Ross with a visual metaphor tonight that to succeed in politics, always be a moving target.
Yeah, that's right. Sort of Duncan. All right, you're moving around. All right, but we heard all of that, what you said. And it